Welcome, Ernie, and thank you for being here. Well, let's first start off with a small introduction.
Yes.
Can you tell us who you are?
Well, I hope so. Well, my name is Ernie Dullaard, and yes, I have a look now to my retirement within a couple of weeks. Frankly speaking, I have a lot of holiday days, days of leave. But officially, the 1st of December, I will leave the company DB Cargo Netherlands. And I work over there for more than 40 years in several jobs.
More than 40 years. That's
Yes.
quite a long time.
Really a long time, yes.
So can you tell me a bit about how it was like for you when you started out in the rail industry? Because I can imagine the rail industry was completely different back then, or
Yes.
was it the same? Or
Yes, it was completely different. So we were state-owned companies, several state-owned companies within Europe. There was no private company at all. So separate railway undertakings, no profits. So state-owned. You can compare it to the NS, the real Dutch company, state-owned, with Deutsche Bahn. Okay, that was the world in that times. In the around about 2000, yes, the beginning of 2000 is the limit. We the first private-owned companies let's show their performance on the tracks, and yes, then we have to change.
so around 2000. And I believe that's also around about the time that you got to know Ab Ovo, that your first
Yeah.
experience
It's
with Ab
correct.
Ovo was.
Yes, really a long time ago. So it was 27 years ago, 1999. I met for the first time the former directors of Ab Ovo, Ronald Sant and William Groenewoud, as a kind of program manager. So there was a rough planning. There were some ideas from some ideas to work together, close together with our German colleagues workable at DB Cargo in the time. So there was a project, and this project was only have a look on the German systems. And what are the possibilities? What are the functionalities? And what is possible to adopt these systems and what will bring it? What are the profits? What are the disadvantages, etc.?
So, so there was a planned merger between the Dutch companies and the German companies, and you were looking at the IT
Yeah.
systems
Yes.
and how to merge those
Yes,
business processes together.
Okay, yes, that was the idea. There was no decision. So there was no token decision. Okay, you have to adopt these systems, or we will merge. The merge was the 1st of January 2000. That was the first date that Railion Benelux was born. Yes, we got a new name. The former name was the Dutch-owned NS Cargo, the freight department of the Dutch state-owned railway company. And yes, in that times, Railion Benelux was born, and there was a planning. The name was not known. It was known in October 1999, yes. Then we've got the new name of the company, Railion. But then, okay, have a look at which systems are usable for the Dutch department of Railion.
Yeah. So, and that's where you met Ab Ovo for the first time.
Yes, for the first time. After that, they took over our completely IT management. So Ronald Sant was our former manager IT, Michiel van Hemert, etc. Yeah,
Oh, okay. So that's a very long time ago.
really a long time ago. Yeah.
Yeah. And then from there, at some point, Railion Benelux did need a new. I'm sorry. Railion Benelux did need a new IT system.
Yeah.
And that's where the RCS system actually was born. It was in very close cooperation with Railion Benelux back then. Now,
Yes.
I believe also around 2000 that already started.
Yeah, roundabout. So some years later. So it was 2003, 2004. So we used the old Swedish system Bravo, called Bravo. And the system was old. So we were looking for a more efficient way of producing, for planning our resources. And so we have a look to a new system. And yes, we offered several suppliers for, okay, bring your ideas, bring your proposals. And we make our choice for RCS.
So you made a choice for RCS, and that's a system built by Ab Ovo
Yeah.
for Reulian.
Yeah.
Can you remember what the reason was for choosing Ab Ovo back then?
You know, yes, you were known in our company. So you took over our IT department, the management of it. So there was an actual situation. You has the knowledge of our actual processes in the times. You know the culture, you know our company. So, and then your offer was better to the others. Sorry, but I can't remember the name of the other suppliers. But it was a company in Fraser Williams in Liverpool, and quite another parties. I can remember that. But your had really, when we have looked at the functionality, really the best proposal with our RCS. Yes.
So, and that's already 27 years, 20, wow, that's 2026, so 26
Yes.
years ago, 20 plus years ago.
Yes.
I actually joined Ab Ovo somewhere around 2012.
Yeah.
So I sometimes feel like I've
RCS
been working
was-
here a
was
long
already
time, but
born.
RCS was
Workable.
already
Yeah.
born. But I remember when I got into the company, the stories about how RCS was built in the basement of in Utrecht, in a very nice monumental building at Morilse Park.
Morilse Park, yeah.
Do you also have active memories about that period where that development was taking place? Were you involved in that as well?
I was involved in the selection, but not in the development of RCS. No, really pity. At that time, I was product manager intermodal at Aurelian Benelux. So a very heavy and busy job. And so there was really pity for me, but a lack of capacity to spend my energy to this project.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then, but later on, more as a user and a process owner, you were brought back into RCS, of course. But can you tell me a bit more about your role within your company? So you were a product manager of intermodal?
Yes. I have the most experience in intermodal traffic, and my former job was product manager intermodal. I did this job till 2009, 2010, and then I switched to IT. So I was member of the great master plan IT within DB Schenker. In the meantime,
So we're getting from NS Cargo to Reulian to DB
Stinnes.
Schenker.
We've got Stinnes in the meantime.
Stinnes in the meantime?
In the meantime, Stinnes. Then DB took over DB Schenker Group. So the name was DB Schenker Rail. But then again, you can compare it to the year 1999. We've got a new project. Okay. In the meantime, we took DB Cargo took over Italy, took over Denmark. So there was an absolutely need to have a look on our IT landscape, IT tools, to harmonize our processes and our process support. And so when you have a look to DB Cargo in that times, or DB Schenker Rail in the times, what you see is a patchwork, and definitely not a network. And that is what we absolutely needed. We have to switch from a patchwork to network. And that was really a great project, Masterplan IT. Okay, to have a look, which system will best fit and will deliver us the right solution for supporting our common processes. From order to invoicing.
Order to invoicing.
Yeah.
So
Order to cash flow. Yeah.
So can you tell me a bit about the processes that the RCS product helped support, especially from the beginning, because it's an order to cash system. So I understand that, or actually I know, because I also was the consultant for DB Cargo, of course, for it. So I actually quite know a bit about the RCS system. So it has multiple departments working together. We have the order coming in, so you can do some pre-work, so you can already book your trains beforehand, and then you have the consignment note coming in all the way to the invoices. So how was that incorporated in DB Cargo? Was everyone working at the same location, or was the RCS system used across the country? How actually, so just for the listeners, how does RCS look from a company perspective when it's being used? You have different user groups.
When you have to look to the processes, and what you see in the most companies, railway undertakings of DB within Europe, you see what we are calling here in the Netherlands old-fashioned processes. What I'm meaning with that? So, we start with the empty wagon. Mm-hmm. And that's what happened nowadays, really, in Germany. So a customer has cargo, and he wants to forward to a certain destination, and he needs an empty wagon. The first step, what he will do, okay, I need an empty wagon. And that's what he's order.
Yeah. Yeah, because of course in real
at our customer service center in Duisburg, so now in the meantime, renamed to Control Tower, I need an empty wagon. And the destination is in Germany. Okay, he will get an empty wagon, but there is no any link with a loaded traffic. And when you compare it to RCS, you see a full support. So we start with an order, and that's the first, the first difference. An order only in the Netherlands, an order is a kind of proposal. I have an ID. I have some cargo and I want to forward it. Okay, the first step is an order directly linked to the loaded transport, to the loaded shipment. So we've got, RCS is delivering the order linked to the loaded shipment. Yeah. And the customer at the same time, he triggered us, okay, and request us for delivering a certain empty wagon type.
Yeah, so
it is a fully integrated process support.
So if the order basically is your collection, as from a process perspective, it helps you to organize both getting the empty wagons to the customer so they can load it, but also at a very early stage already thinking about, well, at some point they're going to be loaded, so they also need to be planned on a train then to get out. So it links all those processes together.
And that is really the great profits of RCS, that we are able to plan in advance, for example, for next week, what's going on, what can we expect? So we are available and prepared for, okay, do we need a local serving of a customer, yes or no, tomorrow of next week? How many engines did we need? What is the total weight, estimated weight? So we are able to planning our resources on a more and better efficient way. Then we have a look to the other systems, what our colleagues in Europe are using now.
Yeah, because I remember you also telling me that you saw other companies, other systems. Yeah. And that sometimes it's a bit difficult to explain this notion of the order because it's so different from what they are using. They are using, you have the consignment note and that's the order. But the process before that is completely separated. So that's a big difference between RCS and those other systems, right? Yeah. Yeah. But over the years, because RCS was first built and implemented and being used by DB Cargo or DB Schenker back then, or whatever name it was in that period. Over the years, your processes also changed quite a bit, I imagine. And did RCS change along with you, or did it have the flexibility to accommodate all those process changes?
Yes and no. So when you have a look to what is needed on the short term, so let's have the break sheet. Mm-hmm. So, okay, now we are have to deliver and to use the EU, the European EBS, European breaking sheet. And what you see now, and that's the profit of RCS, is it's possible, and it doesn't take more than a year or a half a year. Quite easy. There's a great profit. So it seems to be, I'm not a technical engineer, but it seems to be that it costs not so much time to make any modification on RCS. But when you have a look to the actual functionality for RCS, what you see now is that, it supports several processes, but it doesn't exist anymore for a production company. So we don't need it anymore in future.
So RCS it has more in it actually than you need at the moment.
We started as, we called it a full blow company. So we started RCS. In that times, we were a full blow company. And what you see now, okay, what means full blow? Profits, bill, you have your profits and okay. And that means, okay, that we are invoicing our customers and we are invoicing our partners who are taking care of our shipments abroad. That means on Belgium or French tracks or German tracks. We hire them.
So, so indeed, a full-blown company, you have contracts with lots of different freight forwarders and subcontractors, and you organize the entire transport.
Entirely, included invoicing, pricing and invoicing included, all of them, the complete chain.
Yeah, but DB Cargo has moved more towards what you call a production company.
A production company of the big DB Cargo. So to earn money, you have to produce on the most efficient way. And that means when you have a look to the patchwork, of DB Cargo, every entity has its own customer service, has its own transport administration, give it a name. Where there's a lot of overhead, what you need, and you can't price it to your customers anymore. And that's not logic. So it's more logic, okay, to centralize these kind of processes. So we started with the invoicing. So when you have a look to DB Cargo, the invoicing process is all centralized at our customer service center in Duisburg. And then, as a second step, we all centralize now from the 1st of June, all order processes also in our customer service center.
So all of that has been centralized, the process from the localized in that sense from the Netherlands towards where the mother company resides in Germany. So those processes have been shifted from basically one place to centralized in the mother company. And
correct.
I can imagine that the production processes of running a train then of course also changed a bit compared to...
Yes, what is more important? Well, is your production part of RCS. So a train composition we have to deliver to our local infrastructure provider. We have to deliver an harmonize message. So that is now the core of our system. So there's an absolutely needs. We have to deliver and producing train lists and TCM, the train composition messages. But the order management, of course, we need order management. So only flexible order data. So what we know is, okay, wagon number, load. And of course, when we're talking about dangerous goods, we have to know all relevant dangerous goods codes.
You need to have those cargo details because you're also by law obliged to let them know. So for those listening or reading, whatever format this is getting out, the production module, that's one of the modules of RCS. So RCS has a modular design. We have different modules. The order module, that's where all the order information, the cargo information comes in. And we have the contract module where you have your contract prices and order financial for creating the invoices. And DB Cargo Netherlands has all of these modules because at some point it was a full-blown company.
We call that domains.
All of those domains indeed.
Domain production, domain order,
production domain. And as the processes got centralized and shifted more towards the mother company, you can see that the production module is still very much used and even has become even more important than in the past. And those other modules, they're being used less, but they're not in the way of your system or of your processes. Or do you feel like they're also holding your back, having those modules still in place?
What do you mean? Can you repeat your question? I can understand it.
Well, we have the different modules, and in the past you had all of those domains, and you used all of them. Because you needed all of them because you're a full-blown company. But now as being more of a production company, the core focus is on the production domain. But are having those other domains currently in your landscape, is that something that's holding your back? Or is it as easy as we don't need it, but we just start using it or work around
Yes, and now I understand you. Now, so when you compare it to the old situation, so we started with RCS. RCS is the master. Mm-hmm. And now we transformed it to a kind of slave. That means, okay, we have master data delivered by our order management system of DB Cargo. We call the name ZAB, Central Processing Order Management System, ZAB. And we will get this information via the Orpheus database. Yep. So we have the first step is the pre-order. Okay, there is a rough planning of our customer. Okay, he ordered within a kind of custom portal directly in ZAB, not as a final order, only as a pre-order data. We built up 3 years ago an interface between the ZAB pre-order and RCS. We call it the Claudia interface. And when we got the final order data, the order, the consignment note order data, we have several names of it. We got this. We will get this information via the Orpheus message. So what you see, the master system is not anymore RCS, as RCS is following. And it's processing the accepted data.
Yeah. But in the past, the data was coming from internally. It was input manually into the system.
Yeah.
Now, because there's the master is somewhere else, you basically disconnected that and just make sure that the data is coming in via all those different types of interfaces, all those different type of integrations. But you keep the fundament of the business logic that you have in RCS, and you still use that.
Yeah.
Even though you no longer are responsible for entering that data manually in your offices, but
it's now up to the
coming
customer
from somewhere else. But your fundament, your business logic, and your business rules, that's still the same system you're using as you've been using for.
Yeah.
So it's quite strong in that sense that it has been around for a long time, but it's still very valuable even with all those changes.
Of course.
Yeah. Well, that's very interesting to hear.
Yeah, that was my last job, to transform this complete process. So not only to deliver link to rail, that is the name of the customer portal of ZAB, but also beside that several interfaces. Now, there was in former times direct interfaces from customers to RCS with some suppliers, Innovation, for example, and UKL. I has transformed this to ZAB. Yeah. That was my last job.
That was your last job. Actually, one of the last projects I worked in as a business consultant is something also related to the production module, but something completely different. It's ARIA or RCS Mobile that we have.
Advanced Rail Yard, yes.
Yeah. So can you tell a bit about that, how that came to be and how that project is being used to digitize this?
Yes. We started with damaged wagons. So for reporting damaged wagons, for blue labeling, red labeling, to make the notification by the shunter outside of the engine driver outside in the field, he take his mobile device and they enter his damaged codes in the system. So everybody in working with RCS in the train list, in the shunting list, hey, oh wow, what's that? I see a damaged code. So okay, everybody got this notification, and directly the wagon keeper, wagon owner received directly out of RCS a notification of damage. And then, the complete process for a repair we're started.
So when
but it's the first step. This was
it's the first step. So when a wagon master walks outside and recognizes that a wagon is defect, he now just takes the app and inputs it, and it's automatically notified across all the stakeholders in the process.
Yes.
Yeah. So, but how was that then before? Because it sounds so logical. What did that change?
Well, now we have real-time information from the right person. And what you see in the past, that, somebody, the shunter outside of engine driver, found the local dispo, the local pistol, enter his damage code on a manual way in his system, in the system RCS, in the desktop situation. And what you see is a loss of information. So, with all respect, but the local dispo don't have any clue what's going on outside on this wagon. He isn't educated and trained, okay, to recognize it kind of damages. That's the situation. So he take up his phone. Oh, what? What's going on over there? And he typed in, oh, which kind of damage code I have to type in? So now we bring it back to the person who was faced with this kind of damage.
Yeah. So the concept behind it was, let's put the person who visually sees something, the person who registers something in the process, also be responsible for the data entry of it.
But frankly speaking, when you have a look to the old-fashioned process, you need overhead within your company. Yeah. Somebody have to enter this data on a manual way on his office.
Yeah.
So, okay, you need overhead. And of course, you need overhead, but not so much, please.
Do you think there are other possibilities?
Yes, of course. So when you will look to the actual task of the local dispo, so a notification of depart, a notification of arrival, to place wagons on the right position on a track, wagon movements, local wagon movements, train checks. Of course, why not? So nowadays, everything is found directly to the local dispo, and he's got this message, and he enter it in RCS. So again, you need overhead.
You need overhead. So the idea is
you need white collar.
Yeah. For these processes, you already have the people who know best, the people who actually have to do the work. They're already performing it outside. Let them also take charge of.
They are responsible. So that there is a kind of process ownership, of course. Yeah. But now you have a look. Okay, from who is this kind of damage notification?
Yeah.
Okay, a lot of success. Please have a look. Who's the right person? You can find it. Actually, you only see the name of the local dispo. And you ask a question, I want more information regarding this damage, but okay, this guy or this girl definitely not trained for this kind of situation.
So he has to go back to the person who phoned in the defect anyway.
Yes.
Was it easy to roll out a mobile application in the work processes? Is there any lessons learned or?
Yes. What you see is it depends on the culture within your company. Mm-hmm. So when you have a look, please don't forget that the shunt is outside and the marshal is outside. They used to serve by a local dispo. Maybe it sounds a little bit strange, but that was their habit. What, I have to type in by myself? Yes. But it's raining now. Okay, well, wait a couple of minutes, walk to your engine, okay, has a look for a dry place for entering on your tablet, on your mobile device, and then it's okay. But yes, this is what I see. Okay, it was their habit from, okay, I was served by my local dispo.
Yeah.
Why I have to do it? And then a little bit fear, oh, now I'm responsible.
Okay.
Yes.
But
only what you can see also when you have looked at the culture, that when you take somebody, a millennial, with all respect for millennials, a young guy of 25, no any problems. He's used to work with a mobile device. But when you have an engine driver with same old as me, 66, 67, well, then you can expect some, not problems, but some, a situation that you need more attention
more guidance and a bit of change management in that as well.
So what is it as value for you, why you have to do it on this way, etc., etc. He has to be motivated by it. And so when you compare it to a young guy, easy.
Yeah, so there's a difference in age, language, culture, and how easily these mobile solutions are adapted. So,
and then as a company, when you were faced with this kind of situation, as a company, you have to look in a mirror.
Yeah.
Do we start too late? My answer is, frankly speaking, yes. Yes.
Wow. At least let's get it rolling and do more and more, of course.
Yeah.
There was actually this other functionality I also wanted to ask you about. Just before we are recording this, we had lunch and we talked to one of our colleagues who's always very proud to mention that he came up with it. This functionality, which is called WIM, the Wagon
Information Message. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. And you reacted quite enthusiastically about it as well, and how it's valuable in your processes. Can you explain a bit about the WIM and how you are using it in your processes?
Yes, as first start, we are using WIM as a kind of message of arrival, message of notification of arrival wagon. So we select the trigger, WIM. Okay, the trigger can be a notification of arrival at a station where the several customer tracks are located, and then every shipper will get connection to WIM, will get his all information. Mm-hmm. And what is the great profit of WIM? It's not only wagon numbers, but we take in contact with the shipper involved. What do you need? What kind of information? And he's really surprised what he can get of information. Yeah. So it's not only the weight of the cargo, but all the station of departure. You want to know what the capacity of the wagon is? Of course, you can get it. You want to know what the revision date is of this wagon? No problem at all. So, and there's a great profit of WIM. You're able to deliver all kind of information what is needed for the shipper involved. Of course, as a first step. Then as a second step, we are now using WIM to make a better connection to the internal terminal processes of the shipper involved. And that is really great. So you want to see, okay, what do we have on, you can not only an arrival of a train, the depart of a train, but also, okay, every day at 9, I can show you your parked wagons, your local parked wagons. Okay, and we will receive from you when needed, when wished, when demanded, give it a name. Okay, which wagons do you want? So, okay, every shipper can have a look. Okay, what is my depot on park wagons? So I'm able to plan my local terminal processes.
So it's all about transparency in data with all of your logistics chain partners and being able to, communicate openly about back and forth as well. What do you expect, but also what can you expect from us?
Yes.
So that really helped.
And then not only on based on the shipper, so a shipper can see everything what you want to see and what you want to know. So when the destination of the cars, of the rail tank cars, is this shipper, okay, you will see of every customer of contractor, you will get all relevant data. But then, and there's also a profit of WIM, we are able to split up this kind of information. So we can make our choice. Okay, this information is only available for this customer. So we can connect WIM to the contract. And we will do that. That only a customer see only his own wagon. So for a kind of secure your competition information, WIM is already fit for it. There's no problem.
So it's so flexible. It can
really flexible. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Then just as the final question, that is this year we're celebrating 30 years of Ab Ovo.
Congrats.
Thank you. Well, I've been only for part of it, so I think you've seen more of Ab Ovo than I have. I've been working here since 2012, so that's also already longer than I would like to admit. But when you think about Ab Ovo, or when you reflect on your basically your dealings with Ab Ovo, you've seen Ab Ovo as a program manager for when there was this merger, but also as an IT supplier, our business consultants talking about change management. How would you describe your relationship with Ab Ovo, or Ab Ovo in general?
The right helping hand. Quite easy. Yes, quite easy. The right helping hand. So when there was a problem, there was no any problem to solve it. So what the great profit of Ab Ovo, thinking with the customer. Yes.
So thinking with the customer, so translating customer needs or just listening?
Yes, more than that. So I have a wish, a kind of problem, and Ab Ovo solve it, but more. There's always some kind of additional value regarding this solution. Let's take WIM. Okay. Only what I'm asking was, okay, I need a list with wagon numbers and when possible lights. Not more than that.
Yeah.
That was our old notification of arrival. No problem. And you can this. Okay, so I have now a complete information exchange. I don't ask for it.
No, and again, let's mention his name. It's Marcel Veenstra.
Yeah, Marcel Veenstra.
Very happy that he designed the system. So, and we can laugh about it. Marcel Veenstra actually also was even already a colleague of yours.
Yes,
back at
colleague.
DB Cargo.
Yes, of our steel department.
They also go back a very long time.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for this interview.
You're welcome.
And, telling us a bit about your experiences with RCS and with Ab Ovo in general. Enjoy your retirement.
Thank you.
I hope you get time to also do a bit of resting and enjoying your retirement before getting called back to help out at DB Cargo or perhaps even at Ab Ovo.
Yeah.
And I really enjoyed this talk, but also the last years working with you. So thank you.
Thank you. You're welcome. Please be aware, I'm retired, but not disconnected to our real market.